Why is it that every time I put this shirt on, I just hear like Iron Eagle in the background, just, oh, next level! Like, that is one of the most interesting sound bites, I think, that has been taken from any of the Nets promos. I swear I hear him. Every time I put this on, I just hear, next level! Like, that is a interesting soundbite. Yes, it is indeed. Definitely not over the top at all. Wonderful in every way. We love Iron Eagle. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Nets Republic. I am your host, Sever the Bond, and I'm here to get you through this preseason until we get to the regular season, which I thought it would be a little bit more action-packed than this, but for once we're actually getting a little bit of a breather, which in some ways is good, because normally when there's a lot of things to talk about, it makes our heads hurt. So it's nice to be in the calm before the storm, if you will. These are like the filler arcs in between the really action-y parts of Naruto. It's like, oh, let's go help this dude find his iron toe or something like that. Sure, Sasuke, let's go do it. Actually, Sasuke is gone at this point. At this point in our offseason, Sasuke's gone, and we're just like filling in time until it's time for Shippuden. So let's continue to fill in time. Today, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Kyrie Irving is our X factor. Now, do I have the 3 reasons written down? Absolutely not. I'm gonna freestyle this, but we will make it through somehow, some way. Now, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please tell a Nets fan to subscribe to the channel. And if you have not already, go to netsrepublic.com, hit the shop button, and get you a hoodie or a sweatshirt or an article of clothing of some kind. Because again, when I put on the Nets Republic hoodie as soon as the games start, you are going to feel super, super left out. Especially when I get mad and throw it on the floor because you won't have anything to throw on the floor with me. So you want to be a part of the cool kids club, but that's not... That's not a here to there! Oh, Jesus. I'm not starting this over. I'm not starting it over. We're going to keep going through it. Listen, let go. If you want to be a part of the cool club, we'll just dump it that. Then by all means, come on down to the prices. To the Price is Right. Cutting it close today. So, reason number 1 why Kyrie Irving is our X factor, and I'm not talking Diana Taurasi, which is okay to reference them because their owner is selling, so that means it's okay to publicly support the Sun. Maybe not on NBA, maybe not on WNBA Twitter, but it's okay to support them. Reason number 1 why Kyrie Irving is our X factor is the defense. Yes, the defense. I know we are only taking it from a very small sample size because Kyrie has only played one of the preseason games, but I'm choosing to bring our minds back to a simpler time. To a time where Kyrie Irving was only able to play, well, this wasn't a simpler time, but when Kyrie Irving was only able to play the away game, what am I stepping on? Was only able to play the away games, and he put on the repertoire. But it wasn't just the offense, you feel me? It wasn't just the offensive masterclasses that he was putting on, dubbed by a Mr. Kevin Jason Durant. I don't know if that's his last name, I don't care. Kevin Jason Durant. It was the defense. Remember when we played the 76ers right after the Harden trade and Kyrie put the aluminum clamps on James Harden? I'm talking the blocks, the steals. He was jumping in the passing lanes, making that man look foolish, which doesn't take much nowadays, but making him look awfully foolish, if you will. I remember the defensive effort. I remember the defensive scrappiness. I remember the 50-50 balls and scrapping for the, you know what I mean? All that type of energy that we need. That's what I'm here for. Remember the game when it was basically Kyrie and Kevin Durant, but KD was kind of sitting back, chilling and watching, and it was the Kyrie Irving show yet again against the, I want to say, Milwaukee Bucks. It was that game where Kyrie basically single-handedly beat the team, and it was another one of those reminders of, man, if he just would have stayed healthy, which we all know it was Giannis purposefully injuring him, I think it's okay to say that out loud. We don't have to mumble that. Kyrie's trainer said it. We know what it is with Giannis, but if Giannis doesn't injure Kyrie, which is literal fact, his intentions aside, I truly believe we would have been able to two-step our way into probably a championship, because there was really no other real pressure. Because what was it? The Hawks in the conference finals. I believe that year we're taking the Hawks 1,000%. Harden would have came back. Spencer Dinwiddie would have came back. Like, I truly believe we would have been perfectly fine, especially if the events unraveled in the same way. If Trae Young twist his ankle on the ref's foot, we'll be perfectly fine. But that is all coming from the defensive effort. And last season, when we were going head-to-head with the Milwaukee Bucks, when Kyrie Irving was playing that away game, did he not go off on both sides of the court? Yes, indeed he did. Yes, indeed he did. When Kyrie Irving is locked in and he really, really wants to focus, it's incredible what he's able to do. And if we can compare him to another smaller player who does very similar things when they lock in on the defensive end, I'm going to go to Allen Iverson, strictly for Kyrie's ability to jump into the passing lanes and dive for loose balls and such. I feel like Kyrie Irving is capable of that type of shenanigans. I think he can lead the league in steals. I don't see why he can't. If Chris Paul does it, he can do it too. I believe he just needs to buy in. And from what I've seen from the one preseason game, I think he is bought in. I think he was woefully embarrassed from being swept. And he gonna come back with a vengeance. He got the bag of chips on his shoulder like Raymond Felton, and it's over. Yes, indeed. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is pretty friggin' obvious. I don't really think this is going to be much of a, Sever really went there. The next two are pretty obvious. The first one, the second, number two, the second X factor, you feel me, is his offense. Again, we're not really doing any real critical thinking here. We're just listing reasons why people are sleeping on Kyrie. His offense. We all know Kyrie Irving channels his inner Karis LeVert and goes to that offensive island, and Mans just never comes back. And that's okay. That's going to be perfectly fine, because there are going to be nights where KD, maybe we shouldn't be having him out there for super long and having him, just run the wheels off, if you will, and run him into the ground and he's tired by the All-Star break or gets a random injury. We have Kyrie Irving. Kyrie can go out there and get the buckets, and Kyrie will willingly do so. And he don't even care about being efficient. He's on that Kobe shenanigans. He will go out there and just handle the business. Even if he goes out there and puts a Carmelo Anthony-like stat line out there of he shoots 15 of 35, he don't care, because he will get the buckets. And that's the type of run and gun type of shenanigans we need from another individual who is not named Jason Durant. Again, I don't know if that man's middle name is Jason, but we're going with it in this video. That's the type of assertiveness, that's the type of action-packed shenanigans that we need. Can't just be the KD show. Can't just be ISO KD. We can go back and forth and say maybe ISO Kyrie, ISO KD. Switch back and forth. And now we got Ben Simmons out there who's literally just serving folks up. And we got spot up shooters like Joe Harris and Seth Curry, whenever they're both healthy. But yeah, spot up shooters like that. You've got these surprises in the offense like our Markieff Morris. You've got Royce O'Neal, you feel me? Whenever TJ Warren comes back, he's going to be automatic as far as the spot-up shooting from Mr. Ben Simmons coming in. But what about Kyrie Irving? Kyrie ain't even got a slash anymore. He's just going to have the open middies or the open threes, you feel me? You can tell by my shot arc, I cannot shoot for nothing, but that's a basket of that. We ain't going to get into that, but that's not here and there. Man! Kyrie is going to feast off of the looks from Ben Simmons. And I really hope we see a lot of that in this next game. I hope Kyrie is playing, because I really, really, really want to see Kyrie taking easy shots. Whether it's efficient or not, the easy shots are what I'm here for. And Ben Simmons is going to give that to him. So that is unlocking Kyrie Irving's already amazing and spectacular offense. He ain't even got an ISO anymore. He's going to get the open shots. And Kyrie is definitely going to hit an open shot from the corner. Trust you and me. And our third on the X factors for why Kyrie Irving is our X factor, if you will, is the fact that he is cleared to play the entire season. Yes, you will not be able to strategize against us and do things like, well, if it's a home game, it's only going to be Kevin Durant. Those days are gone. Now, what he does independent of his ability to play basketball is his own thing, and we'll deal with it when the time comes. We're already dealing with it right now with his kid, but that's not here or there. Shout out to him for having a child. That's amazing. Woo, 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 woo. Whenever he comes back, it's going to be great. Yippee, 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 woo. I'm going to throw that out there right now. But there are no mandates holding this man back. We have Kyrie Irving the entire year. And when seasons of the past, it was, oh, Kevin Durant's hurt. Oh, James Harden's coming off the hamstring. Oh, Kyrie Irving can't legally play in this game or this country or blah, blah, blah. That is gone. We have a completely healthy big three. Now, the roster ain't all the way there yet, but the big three is ready to go right now, and one of them is Kyrie Irving. And we ain't got to worry about if it's a home game, if it's a Tuesday night, if the moon is shining in the proper velocity. We ain't got to worry about any of that. Kyrie is available and eligible to play every single game. You ain't going to be able to catch us slipping. There's no strategies. There's no reason to tank to avoid us in the playoffs. 76ers, you got to see us every single night. With the big tree. Now, as I step back, do these X factors make me feel any differently about how I view this season? Absolutely not. But it is nice to know. And if there are any reasons for why I could be wrong about my pessimistic view coming into this season, I just gave you 3 reasons why I could be wrong. And I'm here to be wrong. And I think that's something that we're not factoring in. Sever the Bond is here to be wrong. Normally I'm right, but I'm here to be wrong as well. Because if I'm wrong, that means the success of the team. In years past, it was the opposite. But this year, I'm coming in with pessimism. So we can literally only go up from here. It's not possible to disappoint us any more than they already have. So it is literally only upsies from here. Let me know your thoughts on the 3 reasons why Kyrie Irving is our X factor going into this season. And rest in peace to both X's. That's XXX Tentacion, and that is Mr. DMX. May they both rest in peace. But that is neither here nor there. While we're doing all this X factor stuff, free Brittany Griner. We don't say that enough here, but free that woman, please. That's not here or there. Let me know your thoughts down below. What are your 3 reasons why Kyrie Irving is our X factor? Do you think he's our X factor, or do you think it's just obvious? You're on Nets Republic. I've been Sever the Bond. I'll see you tomorrow for some preseason basketball. Nets level.